Hi, everybody. Welcome to New Year's resolutions. Today is January 5th, and the topic today is the social media game. How are you playing the game? How are we playing the game? The one social media where I am the most active on is Facebook. Facebook is the platform that I understand the best because I've been working on it for long periods of time, and also because I have a few pages, business pages, and I am an admin for a couple of them that I am trusted to promote. So, what is the dilemma with social media? You probably watched the movie The Social Dilemma. They make you very conscious about the algorithms, how the system predicts how long do you look at a picture, how long do you spend reading a post, and who do you follow, and who do you tend to click on soon as they post a video or whatever content it is that they post, either a picture or anything that you might be following. So they follow your trend, right? They follow what you like. And it's just like when you go into Amazon and look for something that you find emails like a week later, even 2 weeks later, about what you were searching for. Like the other day, I was searching for a ring light, and it's been probably 1 or 2 weeks, and I'm still getting emails about reminders, showing me ring lights because I was interested on it. So technology right now, the robotic intelligence and the way machines work and systems is very smart. So how smart are you playing the game? Which platform are you most active on? And how are you taking advantage of the technology and the free advertising that you can be doing for yourself? What is your brand about? What is it that you want to sell? And my recommendation is do not waste any post. Do not waste anything that you write on. And posts are just like books. How many edits do you think a book needs in order to have quality, in order to be understood, in order to be directed to the right audience? That's also how you need to see your posts. I edit my posts many times because many times when we're happy we tend to be excited and we want it to be all about us. How can you make it about you but also about them? Who is your audience? Who are you speaking to? Who follows you? How old are they? What do they like? What is their economical status? How much money do they have? Do they own a house? Do they rent? What part of town do they live? What kind of activities are they involved on? And what is important for them? What may be something that you could possibly post that will be of help for them? Who is your community? Who are you looking to reach out to? What kind of age group are you going for? And are you understanding the age segmentation and groups of these people? Do you know what a 20-year-old is interested in? A 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old, 60, 70? There are some 80-year-olds on social media. It's still not as many because they tend to be more focused on their last days and wanting to enjoy life, and they get back. And also the part of they don't understand technology as younger people do. My age group, I'm 45 years old, so between in our 40s, 30s and 40s, we're kind of in between the millennials who do everything on their phone. So, like me, I still have my online banking. If I am on the phone and I am on a conference or a meeting, I might be paying my rent on the phone. I might be paying my power bill. I might be texting my kids to make sure they're fine, that they're ate, letting them know what time I come back. And sometimes when you are at conferences and events, people take it as disrespectful that you are on your phone. They're thinking you're just texting for texting. So when you are using your phone to do business and to take care of bills and to make sure that you are safe where you are and you can stay longer and the people that you care and love are safe, then you are gonna be more focused and you're gonna put more attention to whatever it is that is being teach to you and whatever it is that you're working on. When you know that everything else is fine, older people has a different work ethic. They think you should be very dedicated, or some aspects that you could probably do are disrespectful, like being on your phone. So, what is it around technology that we don't understand? The right for people to carry a phone. I don't agree when you go into a job and they tell you you're not allowed to check your phone. They are paying you for you to be there. If you go and really look into how much these jobs pay, here in Nevada is $9 an hour. I don't know where you live, what state in the United States, what country in the world, and how much is the minimum wage over there. To me, that's not enough money to keep you away from anything important that could possibly happen to anyone that you love and that they might need you. To me, it's more important if anything happens with any of my kids that I leave on time and possibly be with them. Like if my older son had a car accident, there is no doubt that I'm going with him. I don't care what kind of job I have. A job, I can get another job. I cannot get another son if anything happens to him, right? I'm not in the age where I can get pregnant again. And what are your priorities? Who do you love? And who do you need to save? Who do you need to make sure that they are okay for you to be where you are? Because if they're not, and if you're needed and you are the only one to perform that task and that obligation and that responsibility, um, it might be very important what you're being trained for, but it also might be more important to be where you need to be. And eventually, if you're meant to learn something, it will be an opportunity for you to do so. If you have communication with the organizer, maybe you can ask that if they recorded the meeting or the training, can they possibly forward it to you? Or, excuse me, you could probably ask someone that attended the training to send you the notes or to tell you what was about if you know someone. And there will be ways where you can connect to others. Sorry, I had to take a minute to go and grab water. So what I was telling you about is that if you are training a meeting, and there will be ways where you can find out who attended. And a good way right now is social media, who was at that event that you could possibly miss and you had to leave. So what are the responsibilities that the different age groups have? I have seen that people in my age group is taking care of the family, is working so they can pay the bills. I seen people on this age group that don't sleep. I was talking to a man the other day. He says he has two jobs. He only sleeps 3 hours a day. And sometimes you're wondering who can buy your products or services. And many people don't have the money. They don't even have the health. They don't even have the span of attention to even listen to you 5 minutes because they're so tired. They don't have time to be on social media. And when they're on social media, they're looking for something that makes them laugh. And it's not going to take a lot of their time. Now, what are you promoting yourself for? I don't recommend memes or also posts that showcase sex or that tell you if you don't see a different image, then you have sex in your mind. I find that so much of a waste of your time and your precious opportunity to promote yourself and really give a positive image. So the use of memes is not a smart way to handle your social media. Joking about something that is not important is not uplifting, is not speaking well about yourself. You can have a very good program or product, but when you do that, it's like you're playing like a child. How can people trust you if they don't know if you're serious, right? So if you are, and being serious doesn't mean that you cannot laugh, but how smart are you playing the game of social media? It is very important. Every post that you do, every video that you put out there, it needs to have an intention. The intention needs to be good. If it's not good or well intended, it doesn't serve the purpose of uplifting who you are and speaking well about yourself. And that doesn't mean that we don't make mistakes, or that doesn't mean that we are perfect. None of us are. But if you're invested in social media and putting material out there, it needs to be of quality. It needs to be smart. It needs to be in accordance to your brand. Don't waste your opportunities to do a professional picture instead of a selfie. Or if it is a selfie, learn to take it with light. Learn to take it when it looks like someone took it for you. and really take the time to make your face look beautiful, to take the angle where you best look, um, where you look better, you know, where your best I guess view is. And what are you promoting? What are you all about? Are you constantly showing your body so you can get likes? How does that make you feel? It's just what you're looking for is just to get likes, and how well you look, and how is your brain? How is your heart? How well prepared are you for life, and what can others learn from you other than looking good? And if you think you're gonna get hired because you look good, I don't know how much they can pay you unless you're modeling. But if you're intending to train people or teach something, your looks are not gonna be as important. I know when you work in positions that require you to have some type of beauty, it is important. But what are you focused on? How are you contradicting yourself from what you are teaching and promoting with the pictures and the posts and the comments? Everything that you comment on is like you're promoting that, because people who are your friends, people who follow you, are gonna get that notification. Maria commented on this. So if I place a comment on someone post, it's me supporting, it's me liking, it's me thinking that that is something that I encourage people to follow or to read or to take their time. It's like me directing them to come to that specific post or picture or video that I think is good enough for me to like it, right? And my standards of good enough maybe not be what your standards are, but how are you supporting others? What are you commenting on? And what are you commenting? Because anything you comment is public, anyone can see it, anyone can find it, right? And eventually, people who follow you, many times you don't know who they are. It happens many times. You keep on getting Facebook friend requests, and you don't know who these people are. And many times are fake profiles. You see a beautiful picture on the first profile, and then you swipe, and there is a completely different person right after you swipe. And what happens is that part of the algorithms that also Facebook does is that they create fake friends. They see who you have as friend, and they try to create a person like that, and then they send it to you. And when you go and look at the profile, has been created a couple days ago or a few hours, and it's only like 3 posts. So it's people who is not genuine. And there is also people who is looking for clients. You see that they have like 600 friends or more than thousands of friends. And I don't think that they follow any of them. There is an easy way, even with your friends, to unfollow them. So where you go to your friend's name on your friends, there are the 3 dots on the right side. So when you click those 3 dots, there is a list of options that you can do. Is unfollow their post and also unfriend them, or to block their notifications. Blocking the notifications means that you're not going to get notified when they post anything if you're not interested on it. What happens when we have all these people as friends, or the people that we follow, that anything that they post, when you go to the home part of that social media, you're gonna find all that. So it's gonna take you really long if you don't have your focus on who do you wanna follow. There is a feature on Facebook that is called See First. So that is the priority you wanna give to someone who you are learning from, a page, a person, a trainer, an event that you probably don't wanna miss. Then you can do that See First, because that is very important to you. And then also people who is not important to you, you can just do the default, which is normal, you know, whenever you get to. And of course, Facebook is going to keep on bringing to you closer whatever it is that you are spending the most time with. um, and you can see that very easily, like when you post a picture or any kind of post, and there's always this one person that first likes it. So that means they get the notification because they're constantly liking your stuff soon as it comes out. They probably don't even read it, they probably don't even pay much attention, they probably just like you. So as soon as you post something, they just give you a like. and then they might even be busy working or doing something else, but you get the like right away, where you don't even think that it's been that long that you made that post, or there is no way they could have taken the time to watch a video, and they're already giving you a like. So how are you using your platforms? What are you posting? And is it something that the news could possibly use to say something that you said? Is it something that you could possibly get hired for? Is it something that you want to be associated with? So cleaning your social media is just like cleaning your bedroom, like cleaning your closet. You constantly have to go and delete friends and followers and block people. If you're getting a text message and someone is trying to say hi to you, and that person bothers you, you don't want to talk to them, you don't feel the need to say anything back, block them right away. There is no need for you to be dealing with that. Your day is busy. You have so much to do to keep investing your time in people like that. If it's people who is not in your life, that they didn't treat you well, they didn't find you valuable back then, what will you care for now? If now they see you on a different way, and it looks like you're doing probably better than them, or you're probably doing something that they find interesting, and what will you care for it? If back then they didn't think you were good enough, or they didn't treat you well, what would you invest your time even replying to a hi, if you have no need for it? You have no need for that person in your life, then simply block them. You don't need to give explanations. And I know there is considerations that people recommend you to have on social media, that you say thank you. They have a specific like now made for you replies, and you don't have to use any of that. I'm not recommending that you are rude in social media. I'm recommending that you be smart with your platforms. Anything that backs you, unfollow, block it, remove it. Constantly do that. If you maybe there is nothing, you're looking at their pages, but you just keep on getting this message, unfriend or delete this person. There is a reason, why you are getting that. Trust in your guidance, your inner wisdom, and the messages that you are getting. um, it might not be something that they are publicly saying about you, but it might be an idea that they're holding about you that is not positive, that doesn't uplift your purpose, that doesn't contribute to your wellness. And how are we able to feel that? Is because it's on the field. Any feelings, emotions, and desires or negativity that we send to other people, any vibes or jealousy or envy in others, is felt by them, because we're all in the field. Once when you become a spiritual and you're able to study and believe in all this, you're able to tap into the feeling of it and are connected to the field. So once when you are connected to the field, you get all these messages that some people is just not good for you, and you shouldn't care for them. And there is people in the past who treated you in a way where I remember one time I was working at a restaurant, and there was a server who was very mean to me, and I never got involved into a physical fight with anybody. Since I've been a little girl, I always avoided those. Well, this lady made me wanted to punch her because the way she was with me. And then now she's one of my followers, and I used to be mad about it. Why would she follow me? This is not someone I like to follow me. And it's almost like anything you post, you feel like it's too good for them to see it. You feel like whatever you're posting is gonna better their life, and you kind of have this like, these people doesn't deserve that they get that from me, right? So how do you process that? How do you process you having this kind of content that is going to improve people's lives, and you don't feel like a specific people deserves it? So how can you protect yourself from that? I'm going to tell you what I'm getting right now, and it's that anything that needs to be protected for you will be protected, and that people who is at a lower vibrations are going to get what they need at the level where they are. What you are given in high vibration with the best intention of the world, who is going to get it, pick it up, understand it, develop it, and get benefited from. It's people who is ready for it. It's people who deserve it. It's people who has a highest understanding, who can connect at a soul level with you purely without interference. So let's say a person wants to connect to me, but I'm not connected to them. This is like when you have a platonic love, when you say, I love this person. Oh, I love her. I love him. And if someone comes to me and tells me that they love me and they barely met me, I tell to that person that is not love. And they say, yes, I love you. I just love how you are. I just, it makes me happy. I get emotional when you come around. I get so excited. And I say, that's not love. That is liking someone. That is an illusion. Love is something that you share with someone. You cannot tell me that you love someone if you haven't able to touch them, if you haven't been able to kiss them, if you haven't been able to be corresponded by them, if you haven't been able to have a sexual encounter with love. That is love. Love is much more of a high um, experience. Is not something simple. Love doesn't really, I understand that, love of first sight, that's liking someone. That is feeling connected or attracted to that person. That is attraction. That is physical attraction. Love connections are much more profound. Love connections require a lot of more of our time and our understanding. Love connections means that we have arguments and we have fights and we have times when we hate each other and we don't want to be close to each other at all, and we regret like knowing that the person knows you. That is love. Those are strong emotions, and nothing is perfect. If you have a relationship and you never fight, I don't know what's wrong with you, because there is always arguments, there is always disagreements, there is always the tension that we're in a hurry when it's something done and it's not done. It's taking forever. We might forget something and someone has to go get it. There is a time when you have to leave and you forgot something, and one of you in the car has to go get it. One of you in the party has to go get it. And who is the one person that needs to go get it? Is the one who is most appropriate, or is the one who is kinder, or is the one you have the confidence to ask for? So the people say that they love you and they kind of try to connect with you, that you don't want to connect to them. The connection is not direct. It's like it's like when you steal something that doesn't belong you, when you're taking something out of someone that doesn't belong you and you think you're enjoying that, but deep down you know you stole it, and deep down you know that they probably suspect that you stole it, and they probably remember what time you were at their house. And if you're still in love, if you're taking a husband from a married lady, and eventually that husband is gonna go with another lady, because that's who he is a butterfly. And if you have a butterfly as a significant one, then it's gonna be the same thing. If you think you stole her from someone that who she was in a relationship, she's gonna go fly somewhere else and leave you very soon. And if she hasn't leave you, is because there is something convenient in your relationship, and or hopefully it's love. Hopefully you will be the last person, and hopefully she is the one you were meant to be with. But what is our need of stealing relationships or to being with people who is taken? What is the need for us to feel like we are better than the person that holds that person? And if you come into a life or a situation where you're saving someone from someone abusive, then you're playing the angel. The love might come out of that, yes, but it's different. It's not like you're trying, like you are trying to steal a relationship. It's you coming as a savior, and eventually so what connects us to people as well is our suffering, our way of sharing pain. That's how we connect to others. If you see many times in life that people fall in love or they marry or they make relationships with people that they work with, and what happens is that they share struggles. The boss yelled at both of them the same day. They saw how the boss fired someone. They saw how the manager took advantage. They were both laid off when the company closed. One of them was paid 2 weeks, the other one wasn't. And so both of them talk about it. One of them found solution, the other one didn't. The other one had to go further. So where is it that the person you love is spending the most time on? And many times what happens is when we have many responsibilities is that People don't go out to have fun. They just go to work. It's work, home, paying bills, crying, getting stressed out, talking about work, and all their life revolves about work. Where do they think? Where do you think that they're going to find someone that they have an illusion with, or they think they are in love with? At work, because that's where they come. And when they come in, they are greeted with good morning or good afternoon. You look so beautiful, you smell so good. Oh wow, you did this delicious, or that's an awesome way of doing things, or you're great. People gets complimented right as when they come in. And it's not just verbally compliments, it's behaviors. It's the blink of an eye, or shaking the hand, and extra shaking, or extra, like touching the hand. There's many things in many ways that people can do to let you know that they like you. I can perceive very easily when someone likes me. I'm a male, of course, I don't like women, not that way. I can perceive very easily when a man likes me. So, what is the feeling I get? It might make me feel in danger. It might make me feel happy. It might make me feel good about myself. It might make me feel careful. It might make me more cautious of what I say or what I do around the person. And how do I make myself available to that person? Or how can I kind of block them out of my life? Or how can I not give it importance to anything that they do or say or post? How can I set myself aside and kind of protect myself and build like a wall where I'm protected, right? How can you do that? You have to find a way. People is crazy, people who hasn't have a significant one in a while, or men that have a problem with women. You can see it on their profile pictures. If you see naked women, it's a man who has trouble with women, that has problems finding love, that is hard for him to get into a sexual relationship with someone because they haven't worked on their insecurities. They don't know how to treat a woman. And sometimes there is cycles. There is people who is sick, people who sees a picture of you, even if you don't show your body, but they're thinking on you in exciting ways, like where they will be masturbating because of you or your ways. It's just crazy people. You cannot avoid that. There is crazy people out there. But once when you identify a behavior like that, um, you need to keep your distance from the person and know that you felt that about that person. And if there is a service that they offer, you are not going to recommend them for someone that you love, or someone that has children, or someone that has young women. And in the other way too, if it's a woman that takes advantage or behaves in a specific way. Let's say it's another woman who likes young people, and maybe you have a friend that has a young son, and you're not going to want her to be close to that family, because instead of her maybe providing the services, she will go and conquer the son, when he could probably easily be with someone his age and having kids with someone his age. So how is people behaving? How much do you know about people, and how good are you at perceiving and identifying behaviors, intentions? And part of it is pay attention to what they post. Pay attention how they look at you. I've been doing interviews for a while, so sometimes interviewing people, it's hard to interview someone that likes you, because the way they look at you, you feel aggravated in a way, you feel uncomfortable. So what is people feeling about you that you can sense even throughout the screen? What are you sensing from a person that you need to be careful? And it might be uh, a reason for not to post that interview. And you can see when the energy goes down, and you just like kind of get bored, or you want to sleep, or you look or sound very tired, and you don't feel excited to share that, right? And that can happen when people has an energy that brings you down, that doesn't keep you interested, that you can sense something else in the air, in the vibe, in the interaction. Like it's not it's not a clear intention, it's not a respectful connection, it's not a respectful interaction. It's different intentions, basically. So You don't have to post anything that you produce. I mean, everything. Not because you recorded an interview or you did something with someone. If the quality is not up to the standards that you want to have, you can always re-record it. You can ask the person, and if they're too busy or they're not interested, if they eventually reach back to you, then you know that the product and the quality of what you're putting out there is going to be better because you are taking care of it. You cannot just interview or post a video about anybody just because they are your friends on Facebook. There is friends on Facebook who we don't know personally. We don't know much about it. We don't uh, we don't feel confident enough to make business with them. We don't even know them, personally. We don't even know what they're all about. So sometimes you will get friend requests from people who is friends of friends, and you accept that request, and then the person will send you a message right away trying to sell you their services, or they say, well, now I can contact you directly. Like, wait, I haven't even met you. Don't approach me like that. Like, I don't even know your work. I don't even know what you offer. I don't even know how much you charge. I haven't even been introduced to you personally. Like, give me some time. You cannot just, go to hunt people like that just because they accepted your friend request, because that might make someone unfriend you, be like, wow, this person is kind of aggressive. So that's part of the social media protocols, right? Be soft in your approaches, be appreciative, and give time to get to know the people who is trusting you with their friendship on Facebook. I know many people think that whatever you post is fake, and most people don't post the real thing, or women don't look like that the way they look on their pictures, or the way they look when they show full body pictures, because everything can be edited and there are many filters, many apps that you can modify it. But if you are showing videos, that's you. I mean, there is no way you can modify a video. There's no way I can make my face skinnier in here. There is no way I can make a thicker eyebrow. There is no way I can make my eyes bigger, my white teeter, my teeth whiter. Sorry, that sounded so weird. I apologize. There's no way I can make my teeth whiter, right, on a video. And it depends a lot of the lighting. If you're not attached to the lighting of the video, you're not gonna do anything. Post it as it is. Videos have different lighting. I'm about to buy me a ring light, and I got a gift card from NSA this year, and that's gonna be where it's gonna go for ring lights. I might order it today. I really need to. It's just I've been having a hard time deciding because there are so many, and I already have a tripod. So don't be attached to the light. Do your videos and protect yourself on social media. If it is someone that keeps on bugging you, or just really pushy with their services on LinkedIn, or keep on sending you messages and you're maybe not interested in replying, or you're not interested in their event, or you kind of see the concept and you don't want to go back, and just keep on getting a lot of emails, unsubscribe from them, and don't follow the group. Don't follow their posts. Like, spend your time on building your pages, your brand, your content, because that is gonna pay off, and that's how you can change someone's life with the content that you are living. If someone follows my videos from 2 years ago, I kind of talk about the same thing. It's just a different concept now, because now I record on Zoom and upload to the social media. So as you do what you do for a longer period of time, you find new ways to make it. And the messages might seem similar, but every time you learn something new and you integrate it to the new way your message is, it's more polished, it's more direct. It can benefit a bigger amount of people because now it has a clearer intention. So the more and more you do it, the more the intention gets clear. It gets directed where it needs to go. And also, if you bring up your energy, your vibration, then you will be attracted to the people who has a similar vibration to you, and they will be able to get benefited. Like I say, it's out of our control who follows us and who will be checking on when we post. And if we're posting publicly, like I do, I mean, it's your responsibility. I cannot complain about someone that follows me or anyone that watches any of my videos if I'm posting publicly. If I didn't want it to happen, then I will do my friends only. And my friends only are the ones who probably understand the most what I'm speaking about and that could probably relate to, but not all of them, not all of them. And there is people on my friends who I feel they don't comment to me or they don't necessarily like me or stuff. If I start getting the message unfriend this person, I simply do it. I just unfriend people. And or don't follow them. I don't follow their posts because it takes a lot of my time. I already spend too much of my time on building my pages to spend more time on going to the homepage and checking what everyone else is posting. It's very time consuming. And I understand why I don't have many views on my videos. My videos are long. It's time consuming. Even if I get one view on a video, and if I can think of maybe the person went through half of my video, I'm grateful because that's a lot of their time. Maybe I wouldn't even spend that amount of time on a regular Facebook friend. I will expend it on a YouTube video, which I post to YouTube as well. But it's a different concept, you know. When I'm driving, I tend to play a lot of YouTube content that I need to learn from, that I need uplifting from, like Lee Carroll, who channels Cryon. And sometimes I just get that, who I need. Sometimes it's Wayne Dyer, sometimes it's Louise Hay, sometimes it's Lee Carroll. And those are the channels that I listen to. Sometimes it's Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks. And she has shorter videos now where they are interactive and very fun, where she did cartoons now out of it. So but sometimes well, for a while it was think and grow Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I will be listening to those, like 8 hours videos and stuff. And sometimes I'm attracted to Neil Donald Walsh, Eckhart Tolle. Sorry, can't say the name, Eckhart Tolle sometimes. But his way of talking is like kind of slow. Like it takes me a long time to understand his messages because the pace is very slow to me. I am Mexican, so our way of speaking is very fast. And sometimes I tend to do that on video. So it's hard for me to speak slow, to slow down my pace. But I'm working on it. So I went to see John Gether yesterday because he gave me some speaker magazines. And that's what he recommended, that I slow down my pace at the beginning of my videos. He says what happens is that he trains people with different languages. So my first language is Spanish, obviously. So he says he trains people with different languages, and what happens is that people needs to adjust to the way you talk and to the tone of your voice, to the way you say things. So what happens when people like me speaks or tries to compel a message is that our English doesn't sound the way you're used to hear it, and our concepts are probably not the way you used to understand them. So it takes time for people to get used to you, to understand how you share, and to understand your gifts, but also to understand the way you express and even your facial expressions, the way you change your voice when it sounds like you're crying, when it sounds like you're thinking too much. And many times that is going to happen on video. It's like you're talking to yourself. I know there is someone on the other side of the screen, and it's at least one person. And the way I do my videos is like if I'm talking directly to them. If we were having coffee together, what will I tell you? Well, if we were having coffee together, I'll be reading your facials. I'll be reading your personality while you speak. And I'll be laughing about what you're saying and what I'm seeing. I do that a lot. So it's one of my abilities, reading people's personalities in their faces, and also think about the possible life purpose of the people they are involved with and their possible life purpose. And how can I contribute to that? How can I contribute to make it clear, to make it understood by them? And what can I say that they need? What is the message that they need to hear from me? And I know that I have it. I know that I have it. I know that people that talks to me, I have a message for them. And what I'm telling them is something that they need to hear. And it's just one of my gifts. And I have been able to develop it because I'm not afraid of it. So going back, social media, play smart. There is no need for you to be wasting your pages in memes, in confusing messages, in messages that don't relate to what you're teaching or preaching, in messages that don't uplift who you are as a person. Don't do self-deprecating posts. Don't downgrade your personality. Don't go into negative or um, low intention post. Don't type laugh if you don't, it doesn't make you laugh about it, you know. Be clear of your intentions, and really say what you want to say. You know, I am familiar with young people and the YOLO mentality that you only live once and you must make the most out of this lifetime. I don't believe that. I believe that we live many times, that we live over and over and over, and that we get to live all these experiences just to be interacting with the world and just to be catching up. It was just drawn, you know, in this mix, like you go, you get, you know, rest for a while, then you come back and you're thrown again on the mix, right? And there you go, there you go, you get it mixed, you get it mixed, you get it mixed. And the flavor, the color, the energy, the vibe, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have is when you live. This is the dye that you put into that colorful picture. And then you're done for that one, and you go back and another baby and another, you know, way of interacting with the way now technology is, with the way the world is, with the way the economical situation, with the way the government is, with the restrictions, with the allowance for happiness and for the allowance for expression, where it's available. Some parts in the world is not. Some parts of the world, women are not even able to express their sexual desires. There are many cultural differences that will amaze you if you compare your culture to other parts of the world. So feel fortunate if you live in the United States. It's a blessing. It might not be the country that people who live probably in Europe or other parts of the world, or like Dubai, or all these places that are considered very wealthy or very spiritual, like Israel, will think of United States. But man, if you live here, there is so much that we need to be grateful for. There are many other countries that don't have the benefits and the allowance to freedom and to self-expression that we have in here, and the easy ways of doing things, and the way our government is, you know, regardless of the last year, which has been very tough on us. So thank God we live here. Like, I'm grateful to live in United States very much. So be grateful of your blessings, appreciate them, and take advantage and play the game smart. I love you. Thank you for watching.